Marceau is an excellent Tier 10 French destroyer that you can get for 236,000 coal. It's similar to the mainline French destroyers in that you don't get a smokescreen, and you don't get a heal on this ship. You're relying on your speed and maneuverability to survive. It also doesn't have the best concealment, much like the mainline French destroyers, although it's a little bit better than the Kleber is. You really are reliant on your speed to dodge. This is a ship that is very hard to hit when its speed boost is active and you're maneuvering. It makes these ships incredibly difficult to deal with, but difficult to learn the playstyle as well. If you're not used to the French destroyers, it might be a little bit difficult to learn the Marceau playstyle. Much like the mainline French destroyers, you are bailed out a little bit by the improved damage saturation of the Marceau. These ships take far less damage far sooner. Their saturation point comes up very quickly and means these ships are harder to kill than an average destroyer would be on low HP. That said, it is a minor difference, and personally, I would much prefer an improved heal or any healing at all instead of this damage saturation improvement. On paper, Marceau seems like an incredible overpowered upgrade to the Kleber based on its DPM. It is insane how much damage this ship can pump out. However, that's not the full story. While you do get Colbert guns, they've been modified so the flight times are actually much different, and this results in Marceau having some difficulty getting its full DPM at longer ranges. You can see how much worse the shell flight time is, even compared to other destroyers. This is a ship that relies on its speed and maneuverability, playing at longer ranges since you don't have the best concealment, but it's a ship that is difficult to hit its shells at longer ranges due to this poor shell velocity. Since you have incredible sustained DPM compared to Kleber's burst with its reload booster, you are wanting to spend most of your time shooting your guns, farming battleships, getting damage out there more consistently. This means you're not going to play the hit and run playstyle like a Kleber can, and this makes the Marceau a little bit more difficult to use. Kleber fulfills its hit and run playstyle through that reload booster and its incredible hit and run style torpedoes that hit incredibly hard, move incredibly fast through the water, and have a really good reload time. They just don't have longer range. Marceau trades off a ton of the benefits of these Kleber torps to get a kilometer more range. They're slower, and they do less damage, and they take way longer to reload. Marceau struggles in this hit and run playstyle. In my opinion, Marceau is an incredible destroyer. I actually prefer it over the Kleber, even though I've said that it's worse than the Kleber in a lot of different ways. I enjoy the sustained DPM, and I've learned how to lead with these guns a little bit better. The playstyle really is a flanking ship. This is a ship you don't want to send into caps, and you don't want to take short duration trades. That's where something like the Kleber's reload booster really makes it shine. This ship, you want these sustained trades. The farming of battleships on flanks, annoying radar cruisers that are stuck on islands, and of course, you're still really good in these DPM fights against destroyers. When it's safe, if you can rush down an enemy destroyer, you're probably going to win. There are a few situations where it gets a little tricky, but the DPM on this ship just shines in these sustained engagements where you're able to continuously fire your guns. I really like the Marceau, and I think it's a worthy ship to get for coal, assuming you're okay with the playstyle. Personally, I've gone with the DPM build, trying to get as much out of these main guns as possible, giving up things like concealment. However, running a conceal build, giving you that flexibility to push into destroyers more often, and to try and contest caps and areas of the map a little bit easier, can work as well. That is the Marceau in World of Warships, a great ship at tier 10, especially considering how easy it is to get coal relative to some of these other resources like research points as well as steel. I think you're probably going to enjoy Marceau if you're liking the gunboat playstyle. Thank you very much for watching this short, concise review. If you like this format, let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to try and do more of this kind of video on all of the upcoming premium ships, the things currently for sale for coal, steel, research points. I think it's going to be a good format. I should mention about the Marceau, probably don't want to use AP against destroyers, even though the AP DPM is kind of insane. It tends to overbend, even on a fat ship like the Gearing. I'm also not talking about AA, probably not going to talk about that in a lot of videos, since most, if not all, AA in this game doesn't really meet the bar of being useful. And that's the video over. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.